No matter when you were born, there's a strong chance you've seen or at least heard of Grease, the iconic 70s movie that stayed relevant all these years. One of the most memorable things about it was the bubbly blonde protagonist Sandy. The actress who portrayed her, Olivia Newton-John, sadly passed away, and today we're looking at everything her famous friends have to say in remembrance of the star. But first, let's take a look at her glittering career. Olivia was a British-born Aussie, complete with the sweet, innocent face and the blonde curls that all of us remember her for. Her breakout role was in 1978's Grease, which to this day is one of the biggest movie musicals in history. She played Sandy Olsen, the bubbly girl next door, who gets swept up in a romance with Danny Zuko, the local bad boy. The movie was the beginning of all high school rom-coms, creating many of the tropes that we see in Hollywood to this day. The clique of popular girls, the good girl bad boy romance, and the summer fling all go back to Grease, and we have Olivia to thank for it. She was also just as musically talented as she was with acting, starting the movie off with the fan favorite Summer Nights, and going on to You're the One That I Want, and the Oscar-nominated Hopelessly Devoted to You, which she sang solo. The actress also had one of the biggest musical careers in history as a 4-time Grammy winner with 5 #1 hits. She was the woman behind singles like Physical, which was the highest-ranking single of the 80s, and I Honestly Love You, which won the Record of the Year Grammy. In fact, she even held the record for the shortest gap between 2 #1 albums for 45 years. That is until Taylor Swift broke it in 2020 with her albums Folklore and Evermore. And here are the details of her sad passing. Olivia passed away at age 73 on August 8, 2022, and her husband, John Easterling, revealed what had happened in an Instagram post. Unfortunately, it didn't come as a surprise to anyone, but it was heartbreaking all the same. The singer and actress had been locked in a 30-year-long battle with breast cancer, and she fought it until the very end. She had first been diagnosed with breast cancer in 1992, and while she got treatment and recovered, she had to go through it 2 more times in 2013 and 2017. In fact, in 2017, the tumor spread to her back, and she had to postpone tour dates because of it. Just the fact that she considered touring despite her illness is all anyone needs to know about her. She remained cheerful always, saying that surviving stage 4 cancer for so long had only made her more and more grateful for every day, and she was open about the fact that it was her positivity that got her through. She never let the disease consume her life, and never even referred to it as a battle. The statement her family released described her as a symbol of triumphs and hope, something that was echoed by everyone who later talked about her. They also requested that instead of flowers, fans send in donations to her plant medical research facility. Moving on, she's still the one that he wants. When the devastating news finally broke, naturally one of the first people to speak out about it was John Travolta, the Danny to her Sandy in Grease. The two had a very special and close relationship, seeing how they remained friends after the movie. The two even reunited for the movie's 40th anniversary, meeting up on the red carpet to recreate their signature moves from You're the One That I Want. They didn't return for the film's sequel, but we know they'll reunite in that flying car somewhere. The actor posted a loving and emotional tribute on his Instagram to his fellow actress and close friend, calling her his dearest Olivia. As if that wasn't sweet enough, he went on to say that she made everyone's lives better, and praised her for the impact she'd had on the people around her, including him. For the last time, he told her he loved her and promised to see her again one day. The sign-off had every fan of the pair in tears, as he called himself "Your Danny, Your John." To accompany the note, he posted a picture of the actress in her youth, around the time they two had first met, and instantly the comments were flooded with fans and well-wishers, and all of them said something we agree with. There will only be one Danny and Sandy. Next, the music industry weighs in. For someone with a music career as huge and as memorable as Olivia, other legends of the industry were quick to send their condolences and share their best memories of the Aussie. Sir Elton John had always been close to her, and he posted a series of pictures from different times in their friendship, some much older where a young Olivia was smiling, and a more recent one with the two older stars hugging each other. He called her beautiful and courageous, and talked about how good of a friend she was. The Rocket Man singer also added that he had never once heard her complain about her illness, despite having struggled with it for so long. Another big name added to the mix, as Mariah Carey shared some pictures of her performing with the blonde on stage. In her caption, she reminisced about her favorite memories, from being obsessed with Olivia and Grease in her childhood to finally getting to perform with her one day. She ended her heartfelt tribute with a few loving words and signed off with a reference to one of Olivia's most famous songs, saying, "Olivia, I honestly love you." Country music icon Dolly Parton added a few words as well, talking about how upset she was to have lost her special friend in a tweet. Dionne Warwick also took to Twitter to share her memories, especially mentioning how great the experience of recording music with her was. What's more, Hollywood will miss her too. When you have a reputation as one of the nicest, kindest artists and performers in the whole industry, you leave behind a trail of people who loved you and shared special memories with you. This was definitely the case with Olivia, and we saw it in tributes from some of Hollywood's biggest names. Suzanne Summers had an especially emotional tribute since she's also battled breast cancer, and according to her, it was Olivia who taught her to not be scared of it, and in the past few decades, they shared every win in the struggle against the illness. She finished off by calling her a sister and a 70s icon, along with a few more words of affection for the late star. Rebel Wilson, who starred alongside the fellow Aussie in A Few Best Men, said in her tribute how honored she was to have worked with the actress, and even said that hearing her use her Australian accent in Grease was an inspiration for her, since there weren't as many Aussies in the industry then. Jane Seymour was a friend of Olivia's for over 4 decades, and she had very personal things to say. She spoke about how Olivia never let her cancer bring her down, and she wasn't just getting through it. In fact, she was happy and surrounded herself with loved ones until the very end. She also went on to say that the two could relate to each other and often discussed their marriage and their children, trading secrets and being able to openly confide in each other. The two were definitely BFF goals, and they knew it. Julianne Hough has another special kind of connection with the actress, seeing how she also played Sandy in Grease Live. Since the role was originated by Olivia, Julianne got to work closely with her, and she confirms how great of a person she was. John Stamos, George Takei, Nicole Kidman, and many more were all among the hundreds of A-listers who came together to share their time and experiences with the actress. And there's nobody in Hollywood who isn't heartbroken to see her go. And finally, here's everybody in between. The actress's impact spanned the whole globe and several decades, so it was no surprise when younger celebrities, social media influencers, TV actors, and reality show stars all had some love for the departed actress. Hilary Burton and Rod Stewart both had one thing in common in their tributes to the actress and singer, and that was her all-black outfit at the end of Grease. Sandy ditched the pink outfits for a leather jacket and red stilettos, and both stars credited her for some of their personal best looks. Kathy Griffin and Luann de Lesseps, both reality TV stars, also tweeted about Olivia, along with Good Morning America host Robin Roberts. Andy Cohen also sent good wishes on Instagram, speaking for all of us when he said, "Thank you for the music." The musical end of things was rounded out by icons Barbra Streisand, Richard Marx, and Kristen Chenoweth, who specifically recalled a note the Aussie left for her backstage at Wicked on Broadway. All these names were joined by hundreds more sending their wishes to her family and to the actress herself, and she's sure to be missed for decades. That's a wrap for this video. What was your favorite Olivia Newton-John role? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one!